Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I welcome you all to the second part of the chapter India Natural Disasters. In the first part, we discussed about the cyclones, causes, effects, and preventive measures. And in this part, we'll be discussing about the floods, the causes of floods, and what are the effects of floods and the preventive measures. First, let's try to understand what is a flood. The flood refers to the inundation of the land by the river water. It is a recurring disaster in India. What is the meaning of recurring? Means which is occurring again and again, periodically or repeatedly. So one part of the country or the other has to face floods almost every year. In simple words, a flood is an overflow of water that submerges land that's usually dry.
Causes of floods. Now let's understand the causes of floods. Floods are caused by both natural and man-made factors. You must be thinking how a man can cause flood. Let's see. The natural factors include the heavy rainfall, the melting of snow, tropical cyclones, cloudburst, blockage of the free flow of river water, and the silting river beds. While as the man-made causes are deforestation, a river is flowing, excessive water came, then no roots to hold the water. Soil erodes, the river flows extensively and causes floods. The other reason might be the faulty irrigation. If there is a fault in the irrigation system, it may also cause floods. The other reasons are faulty agricultural practices, breaching of barrages, and rapid urbanization.
Now, what are the effects of these floods? Like cyclones, floods also cause loss of life and property. The floods also damage the crops and vegetation to a large extent. It also disrupts the communication and power system. The other effects are the dislocation of the transport system. Like cyclones, it also causes soil erosion and disrupts essential services. Now, the landslides. The sliding of landmass along steep slopes of hills or mountains is called as landslide. It involves the downward sliding or falling of a mass of soil, rock, and debris, or combination of these under the force of gravity. In the landslides, the trees get uprooted. Along with landmass, stones, mud, and debris cause the destruction. Landslides cause destruction of human settlements and buildings, and whatever remains after the destruction is known as debris.
Now, what are the causes of landslides? Once again, the causes of landslides are both natural and human forces. The natural forces. The natural forces involve the cutting of the slope, as in sea wave erosion of a sea cliff, earthquakes, and the heavy rainfall. When earthquake happens, landslides happen. When there is heavy rainfall, a portion of landmass is slided down. Even sea wave erosion also causes landslides. These are the natural forces. The human forces, the man-made forces are again same. What are they? Deforestation, construction of roads, railway lines, dams and reservoirs, hydropower projects, mining. What are the effects of landslides? Like cyclones, the landslides are destructive natural disasters. The landslides result in the blocking of roads and railway lines. The landslides usually occur near hills or mountains, and thus they block the roads near hills and mountains. The other effects are the burying of human settlements and vegetation, and many a times they also cause loss of life and property. But road blocking is a very common problem. Now the distribution. Where landslides occur often in India. They occur very often in hilly states like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and northeast states. What are the preventive measures? How is that one can save himself or herself from landslides? First, slope reduction. If the slopes are steep, they can be made gentle. Second, the prevention of rock falls along highways and other slopes. Avoiding of mining, human settlements and buildings near the steep slopes. So, whenever there is a steep slope, human settlements and buildings should be constructed little far away from such places. One of the important thing that there should be massive reforestation, as we all know that trees will hold the soil tightly, reducing the chances of landslides. That's all about the landslide.